Happy Friday, I'm Trace, and welcome to This Week in Discovery News, where we recap the best stories of the last 7 days as voted upon by you, our readers. Our first story is, chocolate can make you thinner. Ah, chocolate, that devilishly delectable dessert. Chocolate has often been associated with high fat and sugar content, and so we pretty much assume that it's filled with bad things, but our current story says otherwise. Chocolate. Researchers found that people who eat dark chocolate are thinner than people who eat no chocolate at all. It turns out that compounds in chocolate actually affect human metabolism and cut the number of calories that turn into fat. Yum!
Trace!
People have been tuned into the health benefits of chocolate for over 5,000 years. The plant that it comes from in Latin actually translates to food of the gods. Now, scientists don't advocate sitting around and just eating chocolate all day on the couch, but in moderation, like wine, avocado, olive oil, etc., it can be great for you. And in fact, scientists are working on taking the best parts of chocolate and putting it into pill form. That would take all the fun out of it. Far from the chocolate fields, we find our next story. Huge UFO fragment discovered in Siberia. A metal object the size of a Volkswagen Beetle has been found outside of a remote village in Siberia. The authorities confiscated it because the people thought it was a UFO. Yep, another UFO story. The thing weighs about 440 pounds and was found outside of the village of Otradensky in Siberia. Treating it with the respect and delicacy something that's potentially from outer space deserves, they hitched it to the back of their truck and they drug it on into town. According to the authorities that confiscated it, the thing, whatever it is made of titanium and is not radioactive. Good news then. NASA says it's unclear whether it fell from space or got into the woods from some other route. So yet another person feels that the unidentified piece of garbage that they found in the forest or a field like last week must be a UFO. My grandpa on our farm had all sorts of crap out in the field, but every time I found some, I didn't run back to the house shouting about how Spock was out there. Our final story of the week is a sobering one. Tsunami ghost ship appears off the coast of Canada. It's been a little over a year since the tsunami and earthquake hit Japan, and the world is still feeling the effects. A ghost Japanese ship has appeared off the coast of Canada, swept there by the sea currents. It's empty and abandoned, and the Canadian authorities don't really know what to do with it. When the tsunami struck Japan March 11th of 2011, over 8 million tons of wreckage were washed out into the sea, and among them were whole ships. In this case, the ship belongs to the Hokkaido Squid Fishing Company, who confirmed that no one was on board when the tsunami struck. Canadian authorities feel that the ship is dangerous and should be moved, but many of our social media commenters think that it could be salvaged or rescued in some way. That's pretty sad, but we could always go and eat some chocolate maybe and cheer ourselves up. Or we could go out into the woods and find something to point at and call it a UFO. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching This Week in Discovery News. Make sure that you like us on Facebook, that you're following us on Twitter at Discovery_news, and that you subscribe to our Discovery newsletter, which you can do on our website, discoverynews.com. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. What does Russian chicken say? Buch, buch. Bangada, bangada.
Hello.
Better to be an English muffin face than a butter face.
There's a huge UFO fragment over there. Did you see it?